Peace, peace to everyone. Greetings to you all. Say peace, love, and light to you all. And welcome, welcome everyone that's going to be watching this stream. May all be well with you, your loved ones, everyone that you hold dear. And may that divine energy source keep you covered and protected. That most high keep you covered and protected throughout these self-inflicted times. Now, people might say, yo, what do you mean by self-inflicted? Or self-inflicted? When you even have the New York governor come out and tell you that the government can't force you or make you do something you don't want to do, but you still do it anyway. You know, it's done off of your own free will, right? It's either you choose or you don't choose. That's life. Unless someone comes and physically take away those options for you. Yeah. And if another person see that happening and stand by and ignores it, right? And knowing that something unjust is happening to you and they can help that situation, then they too use their free will to act like they didn't see anything while injustice was going on, right? Life is all about free will. And what people don't understand is people hear me say that now. People like, well, so then, then we don't have a choice. Everything is connected. You think your actions don't affect someone else, and you think someone else's actions don't affect you on a micro scale or macro scale. Everything is connected. Yeah. If a parrotfish don't take a shit, you don't have white sandy beaches. Did you know that? But yet still people use their free will that knows this and goes and hunt those fish. They hunt them massively. Even though they know this. Free will. Okay. This concept goes in all aspects of life. The kind of job you have, the kind of career you have, the kind of work ethic you have, the kind of relationships with others that you have, you know, situations that you're always getting yourself into, right? Because people are just in love with toxic also. They make toxic decisions always. But you have those, yeah, they make toxic decisions always and don't learn from it. Now, is it some divine source that's making? No. It can't be a divine source or some form of entity out there that's making you do these things if you come from the divine. So the divine energy flows through you. So everything that you need to make life how it's supposed to be for you is within you. So this is why we understand things. It doesn't go over our heads. Okay? The power to create change must come from within before you can project it out. Not the illusion that change has come from within and then you're out there spewing shit out your mouth because it sounds good and you're not following the things that you're saying. I see many pseudo folks out there doing this. Many. And I see many people falling for it, changing their life over it. And these people ain't practicing none of the stuff that they're telling you. Okay? You see the tools that you seek for freedom? It's already in you. Tap into it. The problem is people look outward first before they look inward. I could stare up at the stars and the moon all night. Yeah? There is nothing that it's going to show you that's not already has been instilled in you by the Most High. And how has it been instilled in you? It's been passed down through your ancestors. You share their blood. You share their memories. You have their God-given talents. Some people are great at things and don't understand how come they can be so great at it. That just means that you have ancestors that spent generations mastering that. And it's embedded within the codex, your gene, your blood. Yeah. Everything is within you. You are the soul within a physical vessel. When you joined that physical vessel, you became one. You're not separate. You've became one. Otherwise, the only way the soul can move without the vessel is when the vessel needs to be recharged, sleep state, or when the vessel is decomposing, dead state. Other than that, if the vessel is up, you're up. If the vessel don't move, you don't move. If I go and I punch a wall hard as I can, it's either A, I'll break my hand, B, I'll bruise my knuckles. But I feel that shit. You know why I feel it? Because this is not an illusion. Well, this is not a holograph world. This is reality where we create the illusion. What do you mean by that, Dark Man? What do you mean by that? My sister was reading off a thread to me that she was reading when the Rothschilds decided to troll a chat. And these people could ask this man any question in the world. Yeah? Remember, you claim every day you want your freedom. You want to know how they do it. And you can ask this person any question in the world. And what they asked them was, which religion do they mostly value? Do they drink blood? Or are they eating babies? Oh my goodness. And the man said before that, ask me anything you want. I am honor bound. And it went over their heads. It went over their heads. They asked him if he drank blood, if they eat babies. These are the things they were asking him. Not how do I be free or get up out of this corrupted system? How do I regain back my inheritance? How do I have a seat at the table with the ones who are holding my inheritance? Hmm? They didn't ask them none of these things. None. How do I free myself from this mental slavery that I am in? Why is it that you guys are in the position that you are in? Then they ask them if they're immortal, right? Then they'll say that they ran the world. And the answers that this man gave, it was just so straight on, cutthroat, right on. He just gave them straight like it is. And it all came back down to being no. Oh, so then one person said, ha ha, could I get $1 million? Can I borrow $1 million? And he said, sure, why not? He said, well, I wouldn't loan it to you. I wouldn't want you to pay it back. Right? Because that is their position. It's to uplift, to give. You see what I'm saying? Right? So they started talking about like pedophilia and all these things. Now, there was things that was being said where it's like they're letting them know that, well, we ourselves don't really indulge in that. But there are folks out there who have the gatekeepers, who have their needs and suggestive thinking, suggestions, but it's their free will to go do certain things. No one is forcing them. But because you have gatekeepers that want to indulge in their lust of these things, drinking blood, child sacrifice, pedophilia, homosexuality, polygamy, these things, those ones are the ones that's stopping you or slowing you up from getting beyond the gate. It's not them because they are honor bound. And he said that is where the true magic is. And if they break that honor code, they lose the magic. Do you understand? They can't get their hands dirty. Minions are the ones doing these things out of free will, out of greed. So they asked the man, they was asking him for money, and he said, "Ha ha! What is money? There is no such thing as money." Laughing out loud, and he started breaking it down to them, and they totally missed the mark and went back on blood sacrifices and all this shit. Free will. You had the choice right there to ask any important question pertaining to your inheritance and your freedom. And you want to know if he's drinking blood or not. I don't give a shit when it comes to that situation. When you are in front of what you've been labeling all your life as the beast, the boogie and the boogeyman. And he even broke down that people create boogeyman stories because it makes them feel better. They need someone to blame other than themselves for participating in the foolishness that no one forced them to participate in. It is because of their lack of knowledge, their lack to go independently, teach themselves, learn outside of the same system that they're saying is destroying them and brainwashing them. One man said that if he had given him the $1 million, the money, he would have took it to take them down. And he said, "Oh, really? How would you have done that?" Because the first thing you would have done was probably went ahead and ran and go bought a house, a fancy car. Then the money right there is short. But what's stopping you now from taking us down? What do you have to lose? You have nothing now, so you say. So why don't you take us down now? You have nothing to lose. Why wait till you take that $1 million and bought so many monetary things that you think you had something gained to go take down someone to lose all of that? When right now you have nothing to lose. Wake up, people. Wake up. This is how these folks look at the world. Yeah. He made an analogy to the beehive and people. And when they were talking to him about blood harvesting, the man just told him straight up, they're energy harvesters. Meaning, if you are going to participate in this structured system, they're going to put you to work because you're participating in it. And when they put you to work, your energy is keeping their inheritance going. The energy that you put out, the focus that you put into that 9 to 5 that's owned by them. This is the energy that they harvest. Your frequency. This is it. And he's dropping it and giving them the gems. Boom. And they still went back missing the mark. No one is forcing any of you to participate in this structured system. This is why for years, through the age of technology, information has been at the stroke of a key. Or just going simply down to the library and checking out a book. You don't like how the school system is teaching your children, but when you have a chance to change it, it will be only 5, 6 parents at parent teachers meeting at the community halls, the community meetings, voicing themselves. When some schools have over 2,000 children, where are the 2,000 parents? Nothing should be as important as your child. People complain about GMO seeds and they told us that we can't share seeds anymore. They told you that? But it was your choice to follow what they said. It was your choice not to come together in unity as a community so that you could have strength in numbers. It was your choice. Why am I saying these things? Because some people like to wait for this mystical force to come and save you, to give you the answers. It's not going to happen because the answer is already in you. There's many answers in you. It's which one would you choose for a particular situation? Yeah. If you're a person that says you only date Negroes that drive Denali's because you love the Denali girl, so those are the type of Negroes that you like. That's your preference. Yeah. But here comes the man driving the Toyota Forerunner. Hmm? The Denali guy is a flashy guy, got all the jewelry and everything, the big chain, right? He's doing a telephone thing with a stack of cash. But you know that how he made his living, how what he's doing to make a living like that, chances are it's no good. That you and him will be short term, right? The Denali guy is the one putting foot to face, cheating on you and all that shit. But the Forerunner guy is the guy that has his mind put together, right? Has himself situated, probably with his 9 to 5, or probably have his legitimate business that he's running. He's a nice guy. But he just doesn't drive a Denali. But then still you tell yourself that the mystical forces is going to give you the right guy. No, it's not. You're the mystical force. Everything has been installed in you. You're the physical and the soul. You're the two worlds combined to make one. So that's why when people say, well, I don't care about this world right here, this physical world, you have to. You're living in it. Well, we're just here as witnesses. To what? How many witnesses is needed? Everybody's here as a witness. That's just an excuse for people not to get involved or people not to look deeper within themselves and their actions. Then the next thing, well, this world isn't real anyway. So why are you here? Why come to a place that's not real? Oh, it was our choice to come here, but you just said it wasn't real. I'm just showing you how deep the brainwashing is, how deep the programming is. You have folks out there who are masters of psychology, and they've embedded these things in you. And you go back and you regurgitate this shit without thinking freely of your own will. Like every day I get up, I think of my own quotes to put up as statuses somewhere else. And sometimes I put up quotes on here. But then you have people that all they do is cut and paste shit. You see the difference? True freedom comes from you building your foundation, comes from your perception, not someone else's perception. Comes from you creating the environment that you want around you. Okay? You willing the type of relationship that you want. Okay? Delay is hate is waste. Delay is danger in life. The ancestors gives you warnings. They give you signs. They don't make decisions for you. All right? They don't. See, the thing, that's another thing too, because with me, you gotta understand ancestral spirit, or what you call spirituality. It's a bloodline thing. Each bloodline has their particular way of communicating or practicing certain crafts. Okay? And then you have the commercial way that everybody and their mother does. When you're doing the commercial way of things, you deal with trickster spirits that will come in and trick your ass. Sometimes they put you on game when it comes to certain things, but they're not going to give you the full 100. Okay? They're not going to do it. They'll give you that 99.99 at times, but that other 1% that they hold back is the key. You hear me? And then they have their moments where when you really want something or something is meant to happen, they make sure that hard times come on you first. And you're saying it's a test. No. You're dealing with something outside of your bloodline. So they're torturing you first. It's breaking you down. So that when entities in certain fields come down and give you a contract and offer, you're going to take it. Because you were in a broken down state. With the illusion that you accomplished something. But you didn't. I learned not to stray from my ancestors' visions. Because they give you warnings. And I've had many about this world. And every time I deterred from one, I felt hard. But when you take heed to the warning, truly take heed to it. When you have visions of even something else or someone else and you let them know, you share it with them. If you so choose. If you don't, there's karma on everything. If it was meant for you to share it and you didn't share it, that karma comes back at you. You understand? We make spiritual contracts every day. Every day. So be careful of the contracts that you make with other folks out there. Right? Because you're dealing with these corporate entities also. And you're making a shitload of contracts every day. Not knowing that because, again, you are the physical and the spiritual, you have to break the contract on the physical and the spiritual level. So no more talks of this is an illusion, this world isn't real. It's real. It's very real. And ancestors wouldn't have come here if it wasn't real. You wouldn't have come here if it wasn't real. Wake up from your own illusion and face reality. Otherwise, you're going to always self sabotage and be stuck in a rut. Period.